Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. A lot has been said about the sit-at-home order, sit-at-home action that's been taking place in the southeast, and the governors have been calling out, telling the residents to come out. They're going to give them protection. There's adequate security everywhere, but one or two have attempted to leave the confines of their home, met their Waterloo. Hence, the people have resorted to going back to their shells and never coming out until they are really sure that there is adequate security indeed, because life has no duplicate. Well, we're going to give you an update of what the governors are saying. It's just trying to tell the people, look, the policy in your court, not in our court. And it's quite a very sad but true. That's actually the truth, sad but truth, because what they said is the hardcore truth. Is actually left for the people to decide what they're going to do, given the faces of what the challenges in front of them. Before we go to the newspaper, like and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State has stated that the sit-at-home trend in the southeast affects the resident and not governors like him or the elites. It was also reported that the governor stated this during the inauguration of the new executive of the Christian Association of Nigeria, that's CANS, Christian Association of Nigeria, Southeast Zone, at the Christian Ecumenical Center, Abakaliki, where he said governors of the Southeast have done their best to check the situation. When you sit at home, there's no food for you, because there's food for the governors in their homes and some of their children are actually outside the country. Bitter truth, that's the truth. Meanwhile, IPOB has urged the residents of the Southeast states to ignore the weekly Monday sit-at-home orders. The group, which stated this in a statement signed by its spokesperson, Ima Powerful, insisted that it has long suspended the weekly order. The sit-at-home and unwise decision. Frank Ikweke, too, a former Minister of Information, has stated that the decision to sit at home is unwise. Nweke, a former Director General of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, made the comment in an exclusive interview as at Tuesday in Abuja. His words: "It is most unwise because those on whose behalf you purport to act are at the receiving end of your actions. There's already hunger in the land. The majority of our people are at the lower rungs of society. They live from hand to mouth. There are families in this country, unless they go out to the market on a daily basis or a day's job, they are not able to feed their families. So, when you say sit at home, what do you expect them to do? How long do you think they can retain the love and loyalty of such people? Time will tell. But clearly, it is a failure of government. State governments must take full responsibility for their inability to manage the situation." Meaning that the exonerating statement made by Governor David Umahi is not excusable. It's not enough, for him to say it's not my fault, it's you that will pay the price. It's your duty at the point of you being inaugurated. You swore an oath to be not just to serve humanity, but to serve your state, to protect lives and property, and that also includes the situation at hand of the sit-at-home order being suspended by IPOB but now enforced by miscreants. We continue. Similarly, a former governor of Enugu State, Chimaroke Nnamdi, has expressed deep concerns over the action. Nnamdi said the order is against Igbo's interests, adding that it has negatively affected the economy in the southeast. The lawmaker said the Igbo character is defined by hard work, noting that the sit-at-home order is inimical and is not a threat in the Igbo lineage, and it's a betrayal of Igbo's interest. We're going to take a construction of, because people are talking about, I think I'll take this uncensored and look at this very critically. This one here is saying, if you, okay, no, Omar is not in charge of Ebonyi State, your people don't obey you, you talk too much. Okay, somebody's actually coming telling me that he's not in charge of his state because the people are not obeying him. This one here is saying, "You are not worthy to sit. You are not worth the seat you are sitting on, my dear Governor Mahi. The vibes coming from you gives away as petty and immature. You cannot get the Igbo presidency. I would prefer the Northern Fulani Muslim to continue than you." My God, that's a strong statement. Okay, but okay, let's use that guy's statement as an analogy. I think is it Nnamdi, one of the former persons, former politician in Labour, is not actually, the first statement that was made. But I think Weke, he said something. He said, though he condemns the system order, that is actually affecting the people directly, and they shouldn't. In the long run, it's the people, especially those who have daily jobs, that feel the impact. So true, actually. But he said something very striking. He said that notwithstanding, the governors have no right. The governors have the full right. They are empowered by law and constitution to bring order, protect lives and property, whether sit at home or not, because they are the number one citizen. So if anything goes wrong, nobody should give a contrary order that is not in support of theirs. So every contrary order should immediately be expunged. Take necessary full measures to ensure that the sit at home order never stood. But one way or the other, it stood. It keeps staying. The people who tried to say, okay, the governor saying that there's protection, we should go out. Those who tried it met their Waterloo. It was actually when the powerful them started, making full measures that say, look, if this thing, whoever enforces this again, we'll deal with you. That's when you start seeing, people going out really. They're not picking them one by one. But all this while, the governors have been saying it is council suspended. Everybody come out. But people are scared. And this man here is saying that Governor David Umahi, if you're going for presidency, and you made that statement and saying, but it is not the elites that are going to go hungry. As for him and his appointees, they have enough food in the house. They're okay. They will not go hungry. Their children are abroad. It is the common man who's on the street that will feel it. So if you want to obey the sit at home at your own detriment, go ahead. The young man who made a comment said that is not a typical statement made by a leader. And the one vying for number one position, which is even a one that will lead and govern and protect the whole lives of Nigerians. And it's now saying, for that coming from a leader who is supposed to be the number one citizen and the chief security officer, it's a no-no. But if you look at it critically, whatever it would have cost them to bring the people out, confidence needs to be restored. People need to believe, in their principles, in their political leaders. Over time, they have been failed. Several times, promises have been made and they were never fulfilled. But this time, this is not just promises of lip service or promises of property or job. It's promises of life. So if you obey it and you meet your Waterloo, there may not be another chance to repent, because once life is gone, it's gone. I guess you now understand where the man is coming from. It's quite a serious one. Let's put in that conversation. Do you agree with what that young man said, that if Governor David Umahi saying what he said, then he doesn't deserve to be the president of Nigeria? But it's actually a personal opinion. For me, I guess he just did not see it properly.